Good morning students, welcome back to Sheba online class. In the previous class we have studied how to find the cost function from the marginal cost. Marginal cost means the differential function, differentiation of cost. If we integrate the differential function, we get the original function, and we know very well AC, that is average cost, equal to total cost by X. We have studied this formula in the 11th standard, and today we are go for new formula, amount of an annuity, that is A equal to integral 0 to n P into e power RT into dt. Listen, n is the number of years and P is the equal amount what we have paid in the bank note, that is P, and R is the rate of interest. Okay, using this we are going to do the fifth sum in the same exercise 3.2, and take your book and page number 115, fifth sum. An account fetches interest at the rate of 5% per annum, compounded continuously, and individual deposits rupees 1000, that is P, each year in his account. How much will be in the amount after 5 years, that is n is equal to 5 years given, and rate of interest R is given 5%. We assume all the things. First P is the equal amount, that is 1000 rupees, and R is the rate of interest, that is 5% is given, 5% becomes 5 by 100, that's equal to 0.05, and n is the number of years, that is 5. This is also given, and also given e power 0.25 equal to 1.284. Now we using this annuity formula. Annuity A is equal to 0 to n P into e power RT into dt, which is equal to integral 0 to 5, n is 5 and P is 1000, and e power R is 0.05 into t dt. So now 1000 is constant, taking outside, therefore A is equal to taking 1000 outside, integral 0 to 5 e power 0.05t into dt, and we know one formula, integral e power ax plus b into dx equal to what? E power ax plus b by a, that means the coefficient of x. Using here the same formula, that is e power 0.05t, this is our a, by 0.05, and the limit is 0 to 5. Okay, 1000 by 0.05, this is also we taking outside, and inside first put the upper limit, that is e power 0.05 into 5 minus e power 0.05 into 0, that is e power 0. This is equal to, strike by 5 table, 0.01 in the denominator, in the numerator we get 200. Okay, 200 by 0.01 into e power, multiplying we get 0.25 minus e power 0 becomes 1, and which is equal to, first eliminating the decimal point in the denominator, listen, we have to multiply and divide by 100, that is 200 into 100 by 0.01 into 100, and e power 0.25 is given 1.284, using the value 1.284 minus 1, which is equal to 240, and this becomes 1. Okay, into subtracting we get 0.284, 0.284. Now multiplying these two, we get, listen, 40, and multiply this by 2 we get 8. Okay, next put the point after 3 digits, we get 5680. So after 5 years the amount rupees 5,680 in the account. Understood? So after 5 years, rupees 5,680 will be in the account. Understood? And listen, next sum, sixth sum. Listen your book. The marginal cost function of a product is given by dC by dx. Marginal cost is dC by dx. Listen, MC is also equal to dC by dx, and this is also equal to C dash of x. These are all same only. So dC by dx means MC is given and x is the output. Obtain the total and average cost. We need to find total cost C, also average cost. And under the assumption that its fixed cost is 500. Fixed cost means when x is equal to 0, our C value is 500. Using this, we have to find K value, that is constant of integration. Listen, this is given. dC by dx means MC. This is given. And we want to find cost function. What is cost function? Integral MC into dx, isn't it? So integral MC is 100 minus 10x plus 0.1 x square into dx. So now integrating this, we get 100x minus 10 x square by 2 plus 0.1 x cube by 3 plus some constant. This is our C. And what is given? When x is equal to 0, our fixed cost is 500. Substituting this here, we get 500 equal to 100 into 0 and minus 10 into 0 plus 0.1 into 0. So all vanishes, we get only K in the right hand side. So our K value becomes 500. Substituting this in the cost function, we get C is equal to 100x minus 10x square by 2 plus 0.1 x cube by 3 plus 500. This is our C. And next is AC. AC is C by x. Average cost is total cost by x. That's equal to, this is our total cost. Dividing whole thing by x, we get 100x minus 10x square by 2 plus 0.1 x cube by 3 plus 500. Whole thing by x. This is equal to xx. We divide every term. 100x by x minus 10x by 2. 1x gets cancelled plus 0.1 x square by 3 plus 500 by x. Now we have to multiply 10 in the term only, because we need the whole number in the numerator. So 10x by 2, cancelling by 2 table, we get 5, isn't it? And plus multiplying this by 10 into 10. In the denominator we are having 3. 3 into 10 x square plus 500 by x. Now we get 100 minus 5x plus this become 1. So x square by 30 plus 500 by x. So this is our average cost. Understood this? Next let us see 8th one. If the marginal cost function is given, that is a by root of ax plus b, and if the cost of output is 0, that is x0 and c is also 0, find the total cost as a function of x. Listen, this is our MC. MC equal to a by root of this. What is c? C is equal to integral MC into dx, isn't it? Substituting here, we get a by square root of ax plus b into dx. Now a is our constant, taking outside. Inside we get root of ax plus b into dx. And we know one formula, integral 1 by root x dx is 2 root x. Okay, 2 into root x. And using that formula here, we get 2 into root of ax plus b by the coefficient of x is what? A plus some constant k. This is our c. Cancelling a, we get c is equal to 2 into square root of ax plus b plus k. Now it is given x is 0, also fixed cost is 0. So using this, c is equal to 2 into square root of a into 0, that is 0 plus b plus k, that's equal to 2 into root b plus k. This is our 0, c. So bring this 2 into root b, left hand side we get minus 2 root b equal to k. Therefore our k is minus 2 root b. Substituting this in the cost function, we get c is equal to 2 into square root of ax plus b minus 2 into root b. This is our cost function, understood? Listen the 10th sum. The marginal revenue in thousands of rupees functions for a particular commodity is given. Marginal revenue is given, that is MR is given, where X denotes the number of units sold. Determine the total revenue from the sale of 100 units, and also given e power minus 3 is 0.05 approximately. Listen, here also the same. Revenue function equal to integral marginal revenue dx plus k, and here also mr equal to dr by dx equal to r dash of x, and also when revenue x is equal to 0, its value is 0, and the demand function is p is equal to r by x. Here r by x is called demand function, that is denoted by p. Using all the formula, after the, listen, the 10th sum is, it is given e power minus 3 is 0.05, and also mr is given, and so we have to find r, and r is equal to what? Integral mr into dx. R is equal to integral mr into dx. This is equal to integral 5 plus 3 into e power minus 0.03x into dx. This is equal to integrating, we get 5x plus 3 into e power minus 0.03x by the coefficient of x is minus 0.03 plus some constant k. This is our r. Okay, so r is equal to 5x. Listen, taking this minus to the numerator, we get minus 3 by 0.03 e power minus 0.03 x plus k. Divide by 3, we get 1, and here 0.01. Now multiplying 100, both numerator and denominator in this term, we get r is equal to 5x minus 100 by 1 e power minus 0.03x plus k. Now we know that x0, r becomes 0. Using this we get 0 equal to 5 into 0 minus 100 e power minus 0 plus k is equal to minus 100. E power 0 value is 1. So our k value is plus 100. Substituting the first equation, we get r equal to 5x minus 100 e power minus 0.03x plus 100. So we have to find revenue when r is equal to, when x is equal to 100. It is given. When x is equal to r, we have to find r value, and r is equal to 5 into 100 minus 100 e power 0.03 into 100 plus 100. So we get 500 minus 100 e power minus, multiplying we get minus 3 plus 100, and e power minus 3 value is given approximately 0.05. Now adding these two, 600 minus 100 into 0.05. That is our r is equal to 600 minus 5. 100 into 0.05 becomes 5. So we get 595, and also it is given in the question R is thousands of rupees. So after finding the answer, we have to multiply this by 1000. That is R is equal to 595 into 1000. So we get rupees 595000. This is our revenue function. Understood? Next let us see 12th sum, that is given marginal revenue function MR is given 4 by 2x plus 3 the whole square minus 1, and show that average revenue function is P is equal to 4 by 6x plus 9 minus 1. We have to prove P. P is the demand function, that is denoted by average revenue 4 by 6x plus 9 minus 1. Okay, first find R. So R equal to integral mr into dx, that is equal to integral 4 by 2x plus 3 the whole square minus 1 into dx. Listen, this is our constant, isn't it? So taking outside, or 2x plus 3 whole square, we bring this into the numerator, we get 2x plus 3 whole power minus 2, isn't it? Minus 1 into dx is equal to, and we know the formula x power n dx is what? X power n plus 1 by n plus 1, isn't it? So same thing we are using here, 2x plus 3 whole power minus 2 plus 1, minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 into the coefficient of x is 2, minus 1 is x, plus some constant of integration. Okay, this is our R. Okay, listen, cancelling by 2 one time, this is 2 time, therefore our R is, so R is equal to 2x plus 3 whole power minus 1. Here we are having 1, 2. Okay, by minus 1 minus x plus k, and R is equal to minus 2 by 2x plus 3 whole power plus 1 minus x plus k. Now using x is equal to 0 and R becomes 0. So we get 0 is equal to minus 2 by 2 into 0 plus 3 minus 0 plus k. So 0 is equal to minus 2 by 3 plus k. Therefore our k value is plus 2 by 3, isn't it? So substituting this in the first equation, we get the revenue. Substituting in first equation we get, therefore R equal to minus 2 by 2x plus 3 minus x plus 2 by 3. This is our R, and average revenue. Average revenue is R by x, that is equal to this divided by x, minus 2 by x into 2x plus 3 minus x by x plus 2 by 3x. Now cancelling this, we get 1 here, and combining these two terms, that is minus 2 by x into 2x plus 3 plus 2 by 3x minus 1, and consider these two. 2 by x is common, isn't it? Taking outside 2 by x, and this is our positive term, so write first. 2 by x cancelling means the remaining one is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2x plus 3 minus 1. 2 by x into, taking x into 2x plus 3 as LCM, and cross multiplying we get 2x plus 3 minus 3 minus 1, 3 gets cancelled. We get 2 by x into 2x by x into, sorry, here we are having 3. 3 into 2x plus 3. So 3 into 2x plus 3 minus 1. Now cancelling x, we get 4 by 3 into 2x plus 3 becomes 6x plus 9 minus 1. This is our P. This is equal to 4 by 6x plus 9 minus 1, isn't it? Hence the proof. I hope you all understood today's class and revise all the examples very carefully and do it one time. Thank you, students.